Welcome back, you beautiful and hopeful maggots. Hey, welcome back on our show. Today, I'm just gonna talk about. I just finished playing Ghost of Tsushima Part 1. It's on my other channel, Renoe Gaming. You can go over there if you want to see the full gameplay walkthrough. I'm gonna play the whole game. I've played the first 3 hours of this game, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about that because there was a little debate I was having after playing this game, which I think is something which should interest some of you. Now, from the title, you probably get what this is about, honor versus dishonor, all right? And it's not, but the difference is not as black or white as it may seem initially, okay? Because when I say honor versus dishonor, what I want to look at is how integral are these two parts to a nation or to a people or to a community? And is there any merit in having dishonor? Is there a merit in having honor? Or are there downsides to having either of these two? Okay. Now, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Ghost of Tsushima because I think this game it's without a doubt, it shows, how these two components can affect a nation, okay? And they do without any judgment, okay? So in the way the game plays, you can choose to be a samurai, straight up going, having standoffs, attacking people head on, like an honorable person. Or you can go through the back, sneak, attack people, use kunais and stuff like that, like a shinobi or like someone who the dishonorable way, those kind of underhanded methods, using bees to attack people, things like this are considered underhanded, okay? So when you have these two different kinds of people, these two different schools, and the game doesn't judge you for either way you're playing it, it shows you that you can have these two things and achieve the same goal you want. Now the question is there something wrong with going the dishonor route? Okay, is there something wrong if you build a society based on the dishonorable route of doing things? Now, first of all, I want to start with honor because I strongly believe that honor is an integral part of every society. Okay, a society needs to be built on the ethics of honor for it to function and survive long term. Okay, because when you have a society without honor, a society that's not raised on doing things the honorable way, they tend to live their lives as, take care of myself and forget everyone else. Okay, that's basically what happens. So now, because it's on an individual basis, you're not sure how many people are going to choose to still do things the right way, or how many people are going to resort to doing things the wrong way to get the things they want. Now, there have been examples of this honor things in the past. Okay, we've seen religion is one of the biggest ways through which people try to control the ethics of society or people. Okay, there are different religions all over the world, but basically most of them have this set of codes that they try to mold their people by so that they don't kill each other or resort to stealing on all these things in order to gain what they need. Now it's the same thing with the honor system. Okay, when you have a society that highly values honor, highly values respect, highly values hierarchy and things like that, you can establish an order in your society which allows your people to thrive, and reduces the chances of someone going rogue and going out to attack their fellow man and stuff like that. But on the other hand, I fully believe that honor is absolutely useless in war. It is my full belief that when it comes to combat, to war, to fighting external threats, honor is the absolute useless trait. There's no point in it. Like, we try nowadays to say things like Geneva Convention, don't use mustard gas, don't use this, don't use that, don't use a high caliber sniper rifle to hit a human being and stuff like that. Now those things might sound like, oh, we are doing this the honorable way, we're trying to, but it's just a lie, because the end result is the same. You're still killing people. The only difference is that now you're saying you want to kill people in a controlled manner that doesn't seem too evil, but the purpose is still the same. So when it comes to war, I don't really believe in honor in that sense, okay? Because I believe the point of war is to defeat your enemy. That is the absolute point of war. It is to defeat your enemy. It doesn't matter if you're an invader or if you're defending. The point is you have to defeat your enemy. Now, after the enemy is dead, you cannot begin to choose how you want to react after that, okay? So if you're trying to be honorable and the enemy is being dishonorable and you lose, okay, what you've done now is you've made your entire nation vulnerable to these external threats. In this case, which is the Mongols, in Ghost of Tsushima, is the Mongols who are attacking. Now, if Jin Sakai chooses to be honorable, he's gonna die again, and once he dies, once the samurai are dead, basically the entirety of Tsushima Island is just up for the picking for the Mongols. Okay, so now that's the thing they have to tussle. That's the thing you have to tussle with as a person or as a character, as a human being. Is should I stick to the rules of engagement when it comes to war? Should I, tell my enemy I'm coming to attack, drop a declaration of war? Do I attack from the front, or do I take people hostages? Do I use hostages? Do I do all these dirty things, in order to win the war? Okay. Now, though I've been saying that dishonor is the best way to win a war, honestly, that's my personal feeling. Once it comes to war, dishonor is the best way. However, I strongly believe that even if you are dishonorable, the people must never know you are dishonorable. Now, you might say, what exactly does that mean? Now, what that means is, when your people look up to you, if you're a leader of a nation, your people look up to you, your civilians look up to you, and you can't tell your civilians to be an honorable people if they know you go around doing dishonorable things. If they know you smoke people's houses, they know you execute people without judgment and all those kind of things. If they know that is how you operate, then when you come to them and say, we want you to be honorable, it doesn't really land. Okay, so at that point you might have to use oppression to force them to be honorable, but it doesn't come from the heart, and that's when you have a lot more dissension in your community or in your city or things like that. And I think that is why we have, even nowadays, we have things like the CIA and MI6 and all these these things which operate underground, because in order for a nation to function, you have to do a lot of shady shit. There is no doubt. You cannot tell me that there's any nation functioning in this world right now that doesn't do shady shit behind the scenes. It's not possible. As if you want to get ahead, you have to do some shady shit. But the problem is, you can't let the people know about the shady shit you do, because once you do that, they lose respect for you, for the government, for the way of life. And once that way of life is broken from the top, it bleeds down to the bottom. So if they know that the government handles their shit by stealing, by lying and everything, you can't then turn around and tell the citizens that they should do things the right way, because they'll be like, you do this to get your shit. I'm gonna do my shit to get my shit. That is just the way it is, So in that sense, for a thriving nation, I believe honor is paramount. So what I believe in the end, what I'm trying to say is, you have to find the balance between dishonor and honor. So you have to be dishonorable as possible to external threats. Anything that's threatening the nation, you have to wipe it out, no matter what it takes. But at the same time, you have to ensure that what you're doing never gets out to the people. The people must always see the light. They don't need to see the darkness. The darkness exists, but they do not need to know that it exists, okay? Or even if they know, it's better that they see it as an urban legend, okay? Like something they think happens, but they don't really have any proof to affirm what it is. It's kind of a funny balancing act, should I say? But yeah, it works, in my opinion. It works perfectly for situations like this, and I think that is what Jin is trying to go for. Like I said, I've only played 3 hours, so I think what he's going to do, he's going to abandon his honor to save his people, but he's not going to go around telling his people about what he had to do to save them. So he, in their eyes, will always be Jin Sakai, the samurai, okay? But, and then there might be rumors of the ghost, okay? But I don't believe that he will, what's the word? Change. He will let them know, what he does, really. He won't let them get that proof, like, this is what I do. And that to me is why Jin is a very good protagonist so far. Like, I've only played 3 hours. I'm planning on playing a little more very soon. When I do, I'll let you all know how I feel going forward. But yeah, what else is there? I think that covers it for this in relation to Jin. So basically, in terms of honesty versus dishonesty, okay, I love to have a debate with anyone, anywhere. For me, honor versus dishonor. For me, honor should always be paramount if you want a nation to rise, to thrive, to succeed. So internally, honor, always be honorable, always show your people honor, build up communities, build up everything you do on honor. I'm not just, this isn't just for communities. If you have a company and things like that, a company, a family, stuff like that, you have to raise them on honor, respect, humility, and all these virtues, okay? But then if you're facing something on the outside that is threatening you, you have to be vicious, okay? That's, to me, that's like I said, it might sound hypocritical, but that's my belief. You're facing something on the outside, an external threat, forget honor, trash it, destroy it, break it down, but never let those people who are looking up to you know about what you had to do to take it down, okay? So they have to see the light. They have to always see the light and aspire to be that light, okay? That said, there's some organizations that don't care about being the light, so it can be as dishonorable as you want. There are some organizations that are built online, but those kind of organizations eventually crumble, because when you are built on dishonorable things, you tend to also be dishonorable to, your nation, your company, your family, whatever, because that is all you know, okay? And it's very difficult to tell people be honorable to us but be dishonorable to others. It's not that easy to get that across to them, okay? Anyway, that's it. That's what I want to talk about. Honor versus dishonor, okay? For me, they're both very critical to any nation's survival, but it's a very delicate balancing act, which, if you get wrong, can destroy the entire nation. It's a very minor, but it's not minor. It's a very major balancing act, okay? And I believe the best leaders are those who are able to, balance this so well that the people around never realize what they're doing. But that's just me, okay? That's just me. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like, remember to leave a comment down below. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that good stuff, okay? Hope you all have a nice day. This is Ren signing out. Bye.